Hey guys, this is Jeff here. So today we're going to be talking about personal finances. I'm not a financial planner or a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. So, I don't take it as personal advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube just showing you what I'm doing, okay? So, today I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. We're going to be talking all about income and expenses. So, a long time ago, my grandfather, he used to work at the Ford plant, and he worked on the assembly line, and he did his 30 years and retired working on the assembly line for the Ford Motor Company. And my uncle did the same thing. He got hired on at Ford Motor Company, worked his 25, 30 years, retired, got his pension, and retired. My father did the same thing. He worked in a warehouse, and he put his 25, 30 years in, got to his retirement age, and retired. So when I was a kid growing up, I thought that's what I was going to be doing. I just thought, like, for sure I'm going to get on working in some assembly line or some warehouse and do my 30 years and retire. And so I got a job working at General Electric. This was back in 2006. So I'm a young guy. I'm like 22 years old, right out of college. I get this job working at General Electric, and I'm working my tail on the assembly line. And I worked on the assembly line for about 2 years. And then I worked my way up to being a forklift driver. And I was working in building 10 driving a forklift. And what I would do is I would load up all the GE appliances in the back of semi trucks, and then they would take them to retail stores like Lowe's and Sears and Home Depot, places like that. So I'd worked there for 10 years. I thought I was going to stay there forever till I retired, till I got, 60 years old and had 30 years in with the company or whatever and retired, because I had job security, I had seniority, I had a good union job with pension and benefits and all this stuff. And I thought that's what was going to happen, but it didn't turn out that way. After I think it was 2016, company got bought out by this Chinese company called Harrier, and my whole department was basically outsourced, and they didn't need us anymore. So I'm just telling you this quick story so you guys can understand is that for a long, long, long time, my brain, the only thing I thought about was working. I just thought about, okay, if I need to make more money, I need to work, put more hours in at my job, work 20 hours overtime at my job, and that would equal more dollars on my paycheck stuff. And so, coming from where I come from, my grandfather had retired, my uncle, my father. So I'm like a third generation, blue collar worker. And that's just the way that my mind was thinking about, right? And so eventually, after they pretty much let us go, my mind shift started to slowly change a little bit. So I started to change from being, employed to start thinking like someone who's self-employed. All right. So I decided to make this quick video to try to help you guys out a little bit. So today's exercise, you guys can go along with me. We're going to be talking about income versus expenses. So what I want you to do is get a notebook, and then on one side of the column, on the left side, you write your income, and the other side of the column, you write expenses. Because sometimes I write sloppy, and you guys can't read my handwriting, I decided to type mine up on a computer. So right here this is what I've been working on the past couple months. So right here on the income side, my first income stream is working as a courier. And basically what I do is I drive around the city, drive around the state of Florida, ride around, pick up boxes, and then deliver them. So that's the first thing I do is I work as a courier. I'll see if I can get this thing to cooperate. Second thing I do is I sell stuff on eBay, basically get stuff for pennies on the dollar and turn around and flip it in retail price on eBay. The next thing that I do is I shoot YouTube videos. And so basically once you get 1,000 subscribers and you get 4,000 hours of watch time, your channel will get monetized on YouTube. The next thing, number 4, is affiliate links. Basically with an affiliate link, you can drop affiliate links with eBay and Amazon. And if someone happens to click on one of your affiliate links and buy something, you'll get a small affiliate commission. Number 5 is Amazon Flex. And basically I just go to the Amazon warehouse, pick up packages, and then deliver Amazon packages. It's just an app on your phone. You work whenever you want to work, and you're off whenever you want to be off. And then number 6 is Carvertise. Basically, you get your vehicle wrapped, and then what you do is, once your vehicle is wrapped, they'll have a company logo on this vehicle, and mine is for a 6-month campaign, and then every month they'll send you a check direct deposit for advertising for a company of having your logo on their vehicle. So what I'm working on right now is I have 3 new income ideas that I'm working on launching. So I'm working on 7, 8, 9 now. and then I drew a little arrow. So what I try to do is every month is you try to increase your income, and then you try to decrease your expenses, right? So that's what you guys can do. You can take your notebook out. Like I said, one column you're going to write income, the other column you're going to write expenses, and then you're just going to fill it in and say, okay, what am I doing well at, and what do I need to improve on, right? So this is my expense column is what I've been working on the most lately. So last month, for example, before I recently moved, you guys may know. So my last month I paid was, I can get the computer or the screen to work. My last month's rent was $550. That's what I was paying previously. Now the new place that I'm staying at is $400 a month, and that includes my water, electric, cable, and internet. The next monthly expense I have is my cell phone bill. So I have T-Mobile. I have 2 cell phones, so that charges me about $80 a month. The next thing that I have is my car insurance. I have car insurance, I think, with Geico, and mine is about $200 a month for my car insurance. I just kind of estimated my food budget. I'll probably spend maybe $10 a day for 30 days in a month, is about $300 a month in food costs. And then my gas, it could be more, could be less, but I just kind of estimate that I spend at least $20 a day in gas. So $20 a day times 30 days in a month, that's $600 a month. Like I said, it could be more, it could be 800, could be 1,000, just depends on how much you drive. And then my new biggest expense that I'm working on right now is a storage unit. So I moved recently, so that I have a bunch of stuff in storage. So this storage unit is it is a 10 by 20 size storage unit. And so I've been paying about $200 a month to keep my stuff in storage. So pretty much almost every day I go to the storage unit, and anything that's in there that's trash, I throw in the trash. Anything that I could donate, I'm donating it. And anything else that I think I could sell, I've been taking stuff to the pawn shop, selling stuff, or I've been, moving stuff around. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go ahead and reduce those expenses. So basically, as you can see, I just drew an arrow. This is the expense that I'm working on right now. This particular month is the storage unit, to get rid of that $200 a month, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you take $200 a month and you multiply that by 12 months in a year, that's like what? $2,400, I think. Yeah, $2,400 a year that you're spending just to put stuff in storage. So that's what I'm working on right now. So basically what you guys want to do is every month you want to figure out what you can do to reduce your monthly expenses, and then also try to, if I can get my piece of paper to work, try to figure out what you can do to increase your monthly income. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Like I said, I have 3 ideas of 3 new projects that I'm going to be launching probably in the next month or so, and then I'm hoping by Halloween, I'm hoping by next month to have everything out of this storage unit. That should save me an extra $200 a month. And then, like I said, on the income side, I have 3 new projects on the income side that I'm going to launch. So hopefully this exercise will help you guys out in some way. I try to make videos that I think will help you guys and add the most value to help you out, not necessarily something I think is going to get me the most views or the most subscribers. Just stuff that I do that I'm thinking like, man, this helped me in some way, and maybe it'll help you out. So basically what you want to do, like I said, you get your notebook out. On one side of the column, you're going to write down all your different streams of income that you have. And on the other column, you're going to write down your monthly expenses that you have. And then that way you can get a better idea of what your income is and what your monthly expenses are. And then you can figure it out like I did and say, okay, what expenses can I get rid of, and what income can you increase? So, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's what I try to do every month, is I try to increase my income and decrease my expenses. And so someone in the comment section is going to ask, they're going to say, well, Jeff, how do you pay $400 a month in rent? I live with a roommate, and so my monthly expenses is lower because I have a roommate that I live with. So that's how I'm able to pay $400 a month in rent as opposed to $2,000 a month. So hopefully, guys, like I said, hopefully this exercise will help you out in some way. You just want to work on it every month, figure out what you can do to increase your income, and then reduce your expenses. And the way I look at it, the lower that I can reduce my monthly expenses, the freer that I'll be able to be. That way, if I want to go take a trip, if I want to go on vacation to Miami, or if I want to go to Las Vegas, or maybe I just have a flat tire, or I'm not feeling good, or I'm having a rough day and I didn't feel like working that day, I can just take a day off and it's not going to be the end of the world. So I could probably talk about personal finances for an hour, but I don't want to make this video too long. But you know, in a nutshell, that's what I want you guys to do is take you out a piece of paper, a notebook, write down your monthly income and then write down your monthly expenses, and then start working towards your goals. You know, for many years, I didn't work towards my goals. I wasn't working towards my goals and dreams. I was just, you know, punching a time clock, showing up, punching the time clock, working in the system, working in the matrix, working my 9-to-5 job at the factory. And I did that for 10 years. And so, you know, you guys can do the same thing. You just have to figure out, it's basically called a balance sheet. So figure out what your monthly income is, figure out what your monthly expenses are, figure out where it is that you can reduce your expenses, and then simultaneously figure out what you can do to try to increase your income. And if you're able to do that month after month after month, pretty soon you're going to be, you know, you won't be stressed out about finances. You won't be the 75-80% of the people in the country that's living paycheck to paycheck. So anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out in some way. If you want to learn more about personal finance and more about, you know, being educated in business, I have a audiobook link down below from Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a free audiobook. You can just click on the link on YouTube and it'll take you to this audiobook and you can listen to it as you're running around throughout your day doing errands. So hopefully, like I said, this video helped you out in some way. I will see you guys on the next video. You guys have a great weekend. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.